Bongo and the Queen. Surprising things often happened to Bongo the Armadillo, usually when he was sitting in his garden having his cup of tea. One day the Queen popped by on the off chance to see if Bongo was in. The Queen was very worried about something, you see. Thought Bongo, that didn't happen yesterday. He quickly looked inside his teapot to see if he'd made enough tea. These royals drank a lot of tea, or so he'd heard. "One hopes you don't mind one popping in on you like this," said the Queen, bowing low. After all, she was speaking to Bongo the Armadillo. "You are very welcome, your Majesty," said Bongo, bowing a lot lower. After all, he was addressing the Queen. "One has come to see you because one is worried about the state of the nation," explained the Queen. "Certain days of the week are too long, too many fish can swim, and adults keep thinking they know better than children. One wondered if you had any solutions," the Queen asked, hopefully. Bongo looked inside his teapot again. "Well, there isn't a solution in here. How about we have a cup of tea while I think of one?" The Queen thought this was a wonderful idea. In between their 7th and 8th cup of tea, Bongo put his massive brain into operation. To begin with, Bongo couldn't think of anything except for a brilliant way of putting socks on backwards. Then suddenly ideas began falling into place in his massive brain. He took out his famous peacock feather pen. Because he didn't have any paper handy, wrote his ideas down on his tea towels, which were hanging on his washing line. "Won't you need your tea towels to dry your pots and pans with?" asked the Queen. "Don't worry, I can always buy some more tea towels from the tea towel shop. Besides, the future of the nation is more important than getting my pots and pans dry," said Bongo heroically. "Well, one supposes it is a bit," agreed the Queen, staggered and impressed by the sacrifice Bongo was prepared to make on behalf of everyone else. The ideas written on Bongo's washing line were followed to the letter. From that day on, teachers were expected to do all the work in school, not the children. Goats were taught how to fly, even though they couldn't, and adults were expected to buy children at least one ice cream every day. If they refused, they had to go to prison for 2.5 seconds. The whole nation became much happier. The Queen was delighted and gave Bongo a medal as big as a bus. When he got home from Buckingham Palace, Bongo poured himself a cup of tea. He felt he deserved it for serving the nation. The end.